If Kwankwaso decides to cut a deal with any of the top 3 presidential candidates, who would it be? Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Among the 4 leading contenders in the 2023 presidential race, Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress (APC), Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Rabiu Kwankwaso of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), and Peter Obi of the Labour Party. Kwankwaso appears to be the one with the least chances of winning, judging by popularity and acceptability across the nation. That is why political pundits think that he might cut a last-minute deal to step down for any of the other 3 candidates, even though the Kano-born politician has consistently insisted that he would do no such thing. However, as the election gets closer, he would face tremendous pressure to do it because his state, Kano, and indeed his zone, the Northwest, where he is quite influential, are strategic importance in deciding who wins the election. If he eventually yields to the pressure, who would he likely step down for? It would most likely not be P2B. It is more likely that Kwankwaso would cut such a deal with P2B. The reasons for this are not far-fetched. The 2 camps have previously been in talks for a possible merger, but the talks collapsed because the 2 candidates could not agree on who should bear the flag of the merger in the election. Besides, after the collapse of the merger talks, Kwankwaso said in an interview that the Igbo are at the bottom of national politics and need to learn. Here is a snippet of what he said. One thing the Southeast must learn, in addition to many other things, is that Southeast is good in terms of business. Very hardworking, industrious, but one area they must learn is politics. They are at the bottom line of national politics. If you look at the situation, they have lost out on the All Progressive Congress and the People Democratic Party. They have no presidential, no vice presidential candidate. The only opportunity the Southeast has to be president or vice president is with the New Nigerian People's Party. Leaving the All Progressive Congress and the People Democratic Party was a strategy, and the Southeast must learn how to play politics. If I decide to become vice president to anybody in this country, the New Nigerian People's Party will collapse. Understandably, this comment did not sit well. It is less likely to be with Bola Tinubu. Kwankwaso would not likely cut the deal with Tinubu either. Ethnic and religious consideration would play a big role in his decision. Kwankwaso is a pan-North kind of politician, if you may, but then the chances of a deal with Tinubu are not entirely foreclosed. The probability is the highest with Atiku. Such a deal would most likely happen between Kwankwaso and Atiku. A kindred spirit will be the primary reason for this. As I noted above, Kwankwaso is a pan-North. Besides, I see the Northern political establishment coming in with tremendous pressure on Kwankwaso to see the deal materialize to ensure that the North retains the presidency. It did it at the People Democratic Party presidential primaries when it prevailed on the governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tambuwal, to step down for Atiku. It would do it again. This time, the pressure would be so much more on Kwankwaso because the stakes are far much higher. Will he be able to resist the pressure from the establishment, knowing fully well that doing this so might negatively impact his political future? Well, it is left to be seen. Only time will tell. What do you think about this? He may decide to step down on, but I think it is either a Tinubu or an Atiku. He's likely to step down for either of them. He might decide to write his name in gold in the political history of a new Nigeria and cut a deal with Obi that. Well, if it happens, no problem. If it happens, but I don't see the possibility, Sha. I don't think it's a possibility. If Kwankwaso is really fighting for a new Nigeria, let him call the deal with P2B. He wants to remain the presidential candidate with P2B, but with others, I do not know what exactly it's going to be. He must definitely step down for Atiku because that is the plan of the North. Remember, he said it before that he was under pressure not to accept the vice president of P2B, and they were discussing of the merger. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar all the way, next incoming president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Okay. Truly, Kwankwaso's decision to remain a step down in the election will play a pivotal role in the 3 other candidates' fate. If the permutation do not favor Obi, it shouldn't favor Tinubu instead because of his antecedents and that of his vice. So in this situation, Atiku becomes the better devil. Now wow. Kwankwaso, be a man and continue your fights. Please do not step down for any party. If you do, nobody will ever take you serious. Well, that is why I'm saying that, he has to play, as in, he has to think things through very well, so that tomorrow, come outside, can't tell us, say, motor jam police can't jam person, the person self can't go jam another thing. You understand? He has to come outside and make sure he makes his decision fully aware. Sleep no dey in eyes, and water no dey in mouth as well when you go to talk am. All this Southern press propaganda will not take you anywhere. Kwankwaso remains the best candidate to beat in the forthcoming election. He will never succumb to any pressure because he is the most qualified for the job, okay? Election is not about sentiment, and it's never conducted on social media. We are going to surprise the doubting Thomases that propaganda alone does not win elections. All right. If Kwankwaso decides to cut a deal, it will be with Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress. If you go back to the political history of Kwankwaso and Tinubu, they are good friends throughout their stay in the All Progressive Congress, and nothing stands Kwankwaso away from the All Progressive Congress but his boy Ganduje. Even when Tinubu selects Kasim Shettima as his running mate, Kwankwaso was very happy. He even made a good recommendation for the combination Tinubu and Shettima. There is no how Kwankwaso will go to Atiku because of the many reasons. Number one, both of them contested the All Progressive Congress primary election with Buhari. Buhari came first, Kwankwaso second, and Atiku third. Number two, Atiku used his agent Bashar Wali and frustrated Kwankwaso, which makes him to leave the party, the People Democratic Party. Number three, Kwankwaso mobilizes his Kano delegate to vote for Mike, not Atiku, during his People Democratic Party presidential primaries. This is what spoiled Atiku plans for that primary, and there is no how they can make it. But they team up with Kwankwaso will cut a deal with Atiku, the People Democratic Party. Kwankwaso to cut a deal with P2B of Labour Party is a total failure. Even his supporters will reject him. So it's only Tinubu he can cut a deal with. No more. No less. Alright, this sounds more like an insider expert of opinion. Truly sure. I've noted your point. Let's see how things will pan out. Exactly, you all know that predict and win will be my way of doing things, but let's just see how everything unfolds. Whether Kwankwaso is going to step down, whether he's not going to step down. If he steps down, who exactly is he going to step down for? Alright, so just note we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in.